everyone, and welcome to our Member Highlights series. My name is Nasreen Ali, and I'm the president of Jax Ria, the Jacksonville Real Estate Investors Association here in Jacksonville, Florida. Joining me today is our guest, Brandon Warthen, and we are coming to you from River and Post, one of the trendiest rooftops overlooking our beautiful city. Brandon, welcome.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so glad you can join us today. So you've been a member of Jax Ria. When did you join officially?
Well, I joined Jax Ria back in the summer of last year when I moved to Jacksonville, Florida.
Right. And so tell us about your real estate journey and how did you end up, getting directed into investing into real estate?
Wow, yeah, so great question. When it comes to real estate, I accidentally drifted into real estate, if you will. I remember buying our first property, my wife and I, back in 2007. And if anyone was awake and alert about what was going on in 2007, leading into 2008, it really wasn't a good time for real estate. However, we found ourselves buying our first property. Subsequently, in 2008, we bought another property and found out that we couldn't sell the first property we bought. So we turned that into a rental property, and it really opened my eyes to how powerful real estate could be if you own it long term.
Right. And were those properties bought here locally in Jacksonville?
So those properties were in North Carolina, Eastern North Carolina.
All right. What transitioned you to Jacksonville? What made you move here to Jacksonville?
So I'm originally born and raised here in Jacksonville,
Okay.
Florida. Yeah.
Wow.
And so for the last 20 years, I was away due to military service. So I spent a lot of time in Eastern North Carolina, spent some time in San Diego, California, and multiple deployments and things along those lines.
Right.
But while I was in North Carolina, that's where I really started to build our real estate portfolio.
Okay. And so at some point you decided just to move back to Jacksonville because it was home.
Well, who wouldn't?
Right, exactly. Exactly. So how did you hear about Jax Ria? What made you come to your first event, and what was that event like for you?
Well, I heard about Jax Ria just preparing to move back to Jacksonville. In my previous market in Eastern North Carolina, it's a very small market, and the closest real estate investing association is about 2 hours away. So I really didn't have the opportunity to engage in that market with the association.
Right.
When moving to Jacksonville, I was really excited because I understood the power of education and also networking.
Right.
So I hit the ground running, got involved in Jax Ria last summer, and already have properties here in the local area.
Wow. And what was your first event with Jax Ria?
So the first event was down over on the college campus. I believe it was the, what was the name of it?
Quick Start.
No, it wasn't the Quick Start. It was the...
Maybe an academy, maybe.
It was the big event you had at the college, UNF.
Oh, the trade show.
Trade show, that's
Okay,
what it was. So my
yeah.
first event was the trade show
Okay.
here in Jacksonville.
Awesome.
And it was an awesome opportunity to network,
Sure.
get involved, and really meet the movers and shakers here in the city.
Yes. Tell us about a challenge that you had in real estate that maybe a contact or something that you learned at the REIA helped you with along the way.
Okay, yeah, great question. So networking is everything,
Right.
especially moving to a new city where I knew no one really as it pertains to the network I needed to obtain to continue my real estate journey. So first off, meeting an attorney. Meeting a
Right.
real estate attorney was
Sure.
very essential, as well as other movers and shakers in the city. But to answer your question directly, meeting a real estate attorney who was able to close my acquisitions was very important for me.
Right. Okay. All right. And what would you say to someone who maybe is on the fence about becoming a member of Jax Ria, but is really wanting to pursue real estate and invest or take their investing to the next level?
Yeah, speaking to those that are out there who want to take their real estate to the next level or just get started, listen, there's no better place to get involved and connected with than Jax Ria. You have the opportunity really to cut your learning curve down, number one.
Right.
Number two, you have the opportunity to network with individuals that are already doing what you desire to do.
Right.
And so it's just a great opportunity for education, to learn the market,
Right.
to learn different strategies that are conducive to actually being successful in real estate, and then also to give back. Because at the end of the day, you would agree that giving back is equally as important as receiving.
Sure. And you talked about, finding an attorney at Jax Ria. And are there any other relationships that maybe you've nurtured or cultivated in the community, in the Jax Ria community?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at Jax Ria, you're able to get every aspect of real estate, from property management to attorneys
Right.
to different innovative strategies like pad split, all types of strategies and education and networking. And also, you're able to get deals.
Right.
You're actually networking with fellow real estate investors who may have deals available to you that you can partake in as well.
Sure. Okay. And just a general question I sometimes like to ask our seasoned investors like you is, what's a challenge that you went through in real estate, and how'd you go about, solving it? Just as inspiration to someone who maybe has hit a snag and, needs a little bit of motivation.
Yeah, the current market that we're in is very different from the previous years with higher interest rates. So as investors, we see that influx of interest rates could play an impact on the strategy that you choose to use.
Right.
So that's a challenge that I believe that most of us face. However, no challenge is insurmountable. You can always overcome. So even in this higher interest rate environment that we're navigating through, I've learned through different people I've come in contact with Jax Ria,
Right.
different strategies to continue to acquire real estate, even in a high interest rate environment. So that has been so valuable for my real estate journey.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, Brandon, after joining Jax Ria, getting involved, at what point or what made you decide that you could trust the people you met to proceed and do business with?
Wow, that is a powerful, powerful question. Because trust is the intricate part of any relationship.
Right.
And just like any relationship that you organically evolve in, that trust factor is important. Vetting is important as well.
Right.
Just because someone is a member of Jax Ria or their organization is a sponsor of Jax Ria, you still have to do the vetting process to feel comfortable with their services and the goods that they're providing, and to also build and develop the relationship. So for me, it was more so knowing that, hey, if they're doing right by other people, then chances are they'll do right by me as well.
Right.
Because we live in a society where word of mouth is powerful.
Okay.
So
Yes.
if
Yes.
individuals are not conducting themselves in a way of integrity, then word's going to get out.
Right.
Word's going to get out. And so for me, feeling comfortable with the people I've met thus far in Jax Ria has really been, hey, listening, understanding, and developing their relationship, and just having my ear to the ground to other feedback from other individuals as well.
That's awesome. It's reassuring to know that word on the street is that you can trust Jax Ria.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing. And remember, if you are looking to take your real estate investing to the next level, make sure to check us out on JaxReia.com.